Hello and welcome to what is going to be possibly the largest poll ever on YouTube history, because we are between now and New Year's Eve going to find out what you guys and girls think is the best Lego set ever. Now, we had a bit of a fun with the Christmas special yesterday, and this has basically kicked everything off. Yesterday, it was a top 32 into a final. Today, it's a completely different format, where the final will not happen until New Year's Eve. So it's nice and simple. You're going to get lots of different rounds to vote on, and it is literally the winner of each round goes through, and then the second place might get a second chance later on before New Year's Eve. If it doesn't get a second chance, it means it's been completely relegated. So we've got quite a lot of rounds to get through. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 12 rounds to get through. So there's literally 2 hours of voting. That's all it is. It's going to take 2 hours to get this one done. And then obviously what I'm going to do is show you guys and girls what sets are going to be voted for. Then I'll set the poll up. You've got 10 minutes to get your votes in. And then we repeat it 12 times. And then, like I said, whoever wins tonight gets put up against the people in the next live stream, and so on and so on and so forth, and we will just narrow it down. Now, categories this evening, we have got Lego City, Star Wars, we've got some NASA stuff, minifigure stuff, lots of ideas, things, all sorts of different bits and pieces. There's lots and lots and lots of different sets to tuck in and get through. So I'm just waiting for the notifications to go out. I'll start showing off very, very soon all of the sets that are going to be involved, because obviously you guys and girls are going to be voting on these 4 sets that we're about to take a look at. And then it is literally going to be a case of winner goes through. Don't think about a second place best, because that might not qualify for the final, like I said, which will be held on the run up to New Year's. We'll do a big New Year's Eve live stream with a countdown to New Year while taking part in this poll. Right. Starting to go out. We are looking at all of the different Lego City bits and pieces. So I'm just getting all of the tabs up and running, and we should be good to go. And of course, just as the stream starts, Pumpkin, she wants to go upstairs. Go. Right, so 4 Lego City sets to start with. Now, all weird and wonderful. They're all completely different bits and pieces. So it's just a case of which 4 do you think is best? And we're starting off with this, the yellow Lego truck. Good evening, Ultra Bricks. How are we? So this is the first set in the first group for tonight's poll. Now, I'm just going to go through these nice and quickly, and then I've got 10 minutes to get through group number 2. Now, it's whatever makes a set good for you, or whatever you think is best in that top 4. It doesn't really make a difference. Out of the top 32 yesterday, Rivendell won. But it's all different sets, because, like I said, this is going to be a continuation between now and New Year's Eve. So we've got lots and lots of these to go through. So the yellow Lego truck is up on the list. Now, it might be brilliant for some people, or it might not be. Now, one that needs an honourable mention, and it has been redone in tonight's poll again, is the Burger Truck. Did very, very well yesterday. It came to a decider. It was my decision, and I put the Santa through instead of the Burger Truck. But then, in all fairness, the Santa did get through to the semi-final. So we're putting the yellow truck up against the Burger Truck to start with. And of course, you've got all these amazing minifigures and all of those kind of things. Then we have got it's all city stuff to start with. And it's sets that we haven't looked at in ages, or potentially ever, because we've stuck to a lot of the bigger sets. The bigger sets will get introduced in the next few days. So I'm doing this as like an FA Cup format, where we give a bit of love to the smaller sets to start with. Then the bigger sets get introduced, and then it's a bit of a fair battle, and we'll just see how far the smaller sets go through. So we'll do what we can do, and we can see what we can see. But then with the Star Wars round, it is all big. It is all big stuff. And then red double decker, this is the 4th entry into the first poll of this evening, and the poll will start in a few minutes' time. So yesterday's polls were rigged. Well, I don't know, because Rivendell won. So Rivendell got through. So I put all of the Lord of the Rings and the Lion Knight's castle. And obviously how a top 32 works is that the winner stays on one side and the runner-up goes to the other side. And then they can't face each other again until the final. And that happened with that group. So that group was the hardest, and both of those sets got into the final. So this is the first sets for tonight's poll. Remember, each poll lasts 10 minutes. From when this first poll goes live, there's 2 hours of voting. Of course, if you're watching this on the live stream, just let me know in the comment section what it is that you vote for, because it just helps the algorithm. And of course, if you've liked the video, fantastic. Thank you very much indeed. So I'm now going to set up the first poll of this evening. Quite simple. What is your favorite? What set? What set do you Right, simple as that. So we got 4 coming in. So just repeat them. We got the Lego yellow truck going up against the burger van, going up against the bulldozer. And remember, it's literally winner goes through. That's it. Winner goes through, and then whatever finishes second, they might be lucky to get a second chance. So you might not see these sets for a good few live streams to come, but then the big sets will get introduced at a later date, and the double decker, for example, might be going up against a UCS Star Wars set. So we're going to see what happens. It's just literally, what set do you think is best? And we're going to start we'll start in 5 seconds. So on your marks, get set and go. The first poll of this evening is live. Get your votes in. Quite simple. So just a recap of what is in the poll. Well, you've got the double decker. You have got Dozer, which I have, and I think that is absolutely fantastic. You've got the burger van, which is this thing just here, right in front of us, which again looks fantastic. And you also have the yellow Lego truck. So you can pick and choose what is going to progress. That's all we're doing. What set will progress to the next round? Simple as that. So remember, this is going to continue until New Year's Eve. And when it's a little bit quiet with people in the background, I do actually have a Lego set to build. And I know I have gone on 45 minutes earlier, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. So these are your first 4 sets to get your votes in for until it changes for group number 2. So we are looking at group number 1 at the moment. And this is all we need to do. Every 10 minutes, the poll will change. It's that simple. If you've liked the video, guys and girls, thanks very much. If you've taken part in the poll, thank you very much indeed. What do you think is going to win? Bulldozer, burger van, yellow Lego truck, or the double-decker bus? Simple as that. So Shiba has, I have the smaller 2, don't have the bigger 2. Well, it's you just got to pick and choose. That's all it is. That's all it is. You just got to pick and choose what you think for remember, 10 minutes and it changes. So 1492. How are we? How are we? Good stuff. So literally you got 10 minutes to get your vote in now. As the votes are coming in, I am now going to show you group number 2. Simple. Yeah, simple. So we've now got 8 minutes to look at some different sets that are coming in group number 2. And we're going to start off. When do I put that in? We're going to start off with, this is literally winner stays on. That's all it is. 1492. It's just winner stays on. I am going to go through as many sets as possible between now and New Year's Eve, and then we're going to have a final. That's basically how it's going to work. That is how it's going to work. So we have done this one first. There we go. So that did very well yesterday in the Orient Express. That is in one of the groups tonight. The Orient Express is available later on this evening. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. So we've got all different things to go through. We've got City, Star Wars, NASA, different Lego ideas stuff, which is the one that we are about to do now. So we're going to do group 2. So remember, all different bits and pieces is what we're going to do. So group number 2 is on the screen now. This is the group that you will be voting for next time. You pick and choose the reason why you want it to go through, and it's just going to go up against other sets at random, and it's just going to turn out to be a knockout until we get to 4 sets left on New Year's Eve. So the vending machine is the first of these. Are all Lego Ideas sets, by the way. There's lots of different ones to pick from, so plenty of times before. Simple enough. There's your minifigures. Some of these you might not have seen before. So we've got this next, which is a Beatles set, which is the Yellow Submarine, which was way, way, way back when for Lego Ideas number 15. So like I said, I've thrown loads of sets in that we haven't covered on this channel before, and we've got a lot of different rounds to get through. So we have got, at the moment, 6 votes in. Bulldozer's winning, and it's a tie for second. If it's a tie for second, then I do the deciding vote. But second place at the moment doesn't mean anything. It's what wins goes through to the next round, and you'll see that set probably next week because we've got a lot of these. We've got a lot to get through. So this is the Yellow Submarine. If you like this kind of thing, if you like this set, if you like the characters it comes with and all of the other little bits and pieces, then this is what this looks like. And this might be a set for you to carry on voting for in the poll. If you didn't even realize it was a set, well, we are literally looking for the best set ever. That is going up against this set. A lot of us have all said that this is potentially one of the best Lego Ideas sets ever made. And this wasn't in yesterday's poll. So there's lots of stuff that I've added so far that hasn't in. I don't have the submarine, but I do. That is also in tonight's poll. That is also in tonight's poll. So, yes, we've got lots. Like I said, we've got 12 rounds to get through. So it's 2 hours of voting just to keep it easy for me. And it's the top set of each round that wins just goes through to the next stage. So tonight is the first night. And this is the first poll. The Orient Express is gorgeous. The ship in a bottle is lovely as well. So that's a really nice looking set. And the last one in group number 2, something a little bit different. I really don't think this sold very well, but I've got to show all the different sets some love, which is this thing. It had the potential. I think it had the potential to be amazing. And let's be honest, it was extremely expensive and very small, which was a shame, really, because I think the original Ideas submission was a lot better than this. And this is something I don't actually think we found on the Lego Ideas website. So that is 4 Lego Ideas sets that is going to be coming up next. So in 4 minutes' time, group number 2 will go live, and the winner of this progresses further on. Simple as that. And then the finals, well, we've got a nice game to play on Eve, which should be good fun. So table football going up against the Yellow Sub, which is this thing coming up just now. And then we've also got the vending machine, which is this one just here. Now, remember, I have gone live slightly earlier, so we'll see as people start to come in. But that's your 4 sets. John, there we go. John has got the Lego Ideas table. Well, you might want to vote for it in the next group then, John, because this is a nice, simple format. Winner goes through to a future poll. Final takes place on New Year's Eve. And I have got all sorts of sets that we're doing at the moment. But the current poll, which has a few minutes left, is the big yellow Lego truck going up against the burger van, going up against the bulldozer, going up against the red double decker. So get your votes in. Winner goes through. Winner obviously guaranteed to go through to the next round, not the final, the next round. So it's this one. If there's enough time, we will do a second chance round as well. just to try and give everything a obviously second chance. But if there's not, there's not, because I will try and do as many of these between now and New Year's Eve, and then we'll go into a knockout stage. So this is literally, it has to win to go through. It's just got to win, and then it will live to fight another day. Simple as that. So these are the 4 sets that are popping up on your screen right now. These are the ones that are in the current poll, and it's just, what do you think is best? So I'm doing all sorts of smaller sets and then I'm putting the bigger sets together and yada, yada, yada. And then obviously further down the line, we're going to be putting up potentially UCS Star Wars sets going up against this, for example, and different bits and pieces like that. So at least if you're watching this back on the replay, you have something to think about, to look at, to whatever else, and just see. But we've got lots and lots of different sets to get through this evening. So good evening to everybody. Hopefully everybody's good. In 1 minute's time, the first poll ends. Bulldozer is guaranteed to go through. The Burger Van at the moment will have a second chance. So I've got my eye on the poll, and then I'll catch up with the chat in a second. We'll get the next poll up as soon as I can. And then you guys and girls will vote for it. So you've got 1 minute to get your votes in. Winner goes through to a future round. That's it. Winner goes through to a future round. It's that simple. We've got less than a minute to go. Less than a minute to go. Thank you, everybody that's liked the video so far as well. Massively helps the algorithm and all that kind of thing, which is nice. Guys, a long minute. This is a long minute. Oh, Bulldozer's moved. Bulldozer, Burger Van, still first and second. 10 minutes, done. Bulldozer won. So Bulldozer is first. And then if we have a second chance, Burger Van came second. Right, the next poll, Group 2, is now about to come up, available to vote for. Let me just catch up with the chat very quickly. So John thinks I've got the football table. Also have all 4 Speed Racer sets that were released alongside the movie from 2000. Fantastic. Hang on. Yeah, but I got the early batch of the Orient Express, so I had to order another sticky sheet for the exterior of the train. I had to replace the city name on the coat. Oh, yeah. Luckily, I didn't have that problem because I've got the set just beside me, 1492, and I'm quite lucky with that. So, Group 2. Set do you think is best? Remember, it's super simple formula tonight. Winner stays on. That's it. Winner stays on. Do you think is best? So winner stays on. Every 10 minutes, the poll changes. It moves on. So we've got the vending. What is the second one? Yellow sub. All right. Group number 2 is almost there. Old fishing store. Hello, Mark. How are we? Hopefully everything is good and you are fit and well and having a lovely day today. Table football. That is what I'm after. Right, so remember, winner stays on. It's that simple. Think that is all 4 sets up and on and ready to go. Right, so we know who is already through. We are now starting group number 2. G2. Right, you are away. So group number 2 is up. You've got 10 minutes to get your votes in. So if you are just coming in, you've got 4 Lego Ideas sets to vote for. First one is the old So that is on the list. So obviously it's winner goes through, and it's lucky dip if we have enough time to do things for a second chance. Yellow Submarine is also on that list. So I'm showing them off again very quickly, and then I'll spend the next few minutes after that showing you what the next thing is. We've then got the table. Which is that one. And then you have got the vending machine, which is this one. So get your votes in. What set do you think is best? Simple as that. Get your vote in. Winner goes through. That simple, that easy. So I'll catch back up the chat very quickly, and then I'll show you off group number 3. London Bus only got my vote. Yep, I should, but the truck by screen. Yeah, very true, very true, very true. Hi again, all night. Yep, all good this time, Mark. All good. Yeah, even took 6 days for my phone not to use a control. Oh, ouch. Oh, you got the crocodile locomotive. That's a pretty cool thing. Well, yeah. To be fair, it should be a no-brainer, really, but it's gonna be close because it's just what people think. So it's just what people think it's going to be. And that's it. So you've got 4 to pick from in this round with 9 votes in already. So like I said, winner goes through to a potential final. That's going to happen on New Year's Eve, or it will go into the next round. Then it's got to qualify again for the New Year's Eve finals for us to find basically your favorite ever Lego sets. Simple as that. So what I am now about to show you guys is the next group. I am about to show you guys the next group. So group 3 is about to come on your screen. You have got to pick from the Falcon, which is this a grail set for people? Do people think that this is one of the nicest sets ever made? Does this go up against the Rivendell? Because you know what's going to happen. This could potentially keep winning its group. Other sets could keep winning its group, and then we'll have a monster quarters, semis, and finals. But it's got a win to go through. Simple as that. So that is one of them. Or do you think this is better? Which is the Razor Quest, which sold out instantly. Well, I didn't even make it to the UK website, did it? We haven't looked at this since. So what do you think? Just start thinking, because when that poll comes up, you've got to make your decision of what sets you think is best. And if you're a Star Wars fan, well, this one definitely is for you. Clearly, this is going to be for you. And obviously, this starts on the next lot. Then you have got another one that sold out very, very quickly. Well, which is the Sail Barge. Do you like this? Is it in your collection? Do you like how streamlined it is? Do you like the fact it is what it is? I know Star Wars fans might be torn for this. So some people won't care. You just vote for the one that you think is best. And if you're passionate about it, well, we'll see if it goes through. And then the last one on the next group is, where is it? It's the UCS. Obviously, all of these are UCS sets. It's UCS Snowspeeder. They are the 4 big entries for group 3, which is coming next. So at the moment, we have got the Old Fishing Stores winning. The vending machines coming in second. The Yellow Submarine is third. No surprise for table football, to be honest. So we've got Merry Christmas, Mark, as well. Merry Christmas. I don't have the crocodile. It's the way on the app. Oh, reads connection. Oh, okay. Large technical motors instead of the A slots in the hub makes the app reading. Okay. Fair enough. That's fair enough. No, that's all good fun. That's all good fun. But yes, we've got some big sets to come from Star Wars in a minute. And obviously, we are tucking into, at the moment, the Lego Ideas stuff. So just a quick recap. If you are thinking what is in the poll, you have got the Old Fishing Store going up against the table football, which is this one just here. And then you got the yellow sub, which is this one. So if you're a Beatles fan, then you're going to put this one through. And then you have got the vending machine. So which one for you takes it? Simple as that. Ah, happy days. Currently 2 p.m. Yeah, it's only 7:40 here, so it's not too bad. So I was going to start at 8 o'clock, but I brought it forward ever so slightly. And yeah, we're just going to be doing this for the next 2 hours. That's all this is going to be doing. 2 hours on this. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how much fun it gets. But yeah, we've still got loads of Star Wars stuff to get through, CMF stuff, Lego City stuff, ideas stuff, all sorts of bits and pieces. So yeah, we're just finding it to put into the later groups and what is going to happen. But I personally, if it comes down to a deciding vote, this is the one that I would put through. If I have to do the deciding vote, this is my pick for the old fishing store, because I think this is one of the nicest idea sets made. But the vending machine, minifigure machine, is obviously gorgeous, and it comes with really nice minifigures, doesn't it? So just depends on what you're after. But at the 10-minute mark, the poll stops. Mark loves Star Wars. Well, you're gonna have to make a tough decision for group number 3, because obviously group number 3, it's all Star Wars UCS sets. So group 3, all Star Wars UCS sets, which will be coming in 3 minutes time. So you've just got to get your votes in for this one. Winner goes through to the next round, which will be part on a different day. You've got 4, obviously, as you can see on your screen right now. You've got 4 different sets to pick from, and then it's just a case of winner progresses. That's it. Winner progresses. So they've all got equal opportunity at the moment with the stuff that they're going up against. But remember, whatever wins will go up against some of the sets that you're seeing. So that's it. You've literally got 10 minutes, Mark, to make your mind up. That's it. That's how it works. We've got 2 hours of non-stop polls just to get through. So I would have gotten the deaths. I would have. I want to see the groups you have for Ninjago City and Stranger Things. Not in today's poll, Shibo. They are coming. But to be fair, I don't think it makes a difference. I put Ninjago City and Stranger Things in the same group, and they both got to the final, didn't they? And Ninjago City beat Stranger Things in the end. So going by the winners of yesterday, it was Rivendell first, Ninjago City close second, and then no votes for third place. So it all had to change, didn't it? So yeah, we've got multiple days like this before it starts to get a little bit fruity. So yeah, we don't actually have a lot of the sets that were used yesterday. So just to make it a little bit different, if people are watching it back on the replay. I would have gotten the Death Star trench run, but it retired before I get my hands on it. Yeah, it's tough. The problem is with the Star Wars stuff, it goes up so drastically expensive that you've just literally got to make your mind up, haven't you? So it's it's a tough one. It's a hard one, but it is what it is. So yeah, you're just gonna have to make your mind up. But yeah, all the Ninjago sets and things will be happening in future. We'll have a weird and wonderful thing. Well, no, the FIFA, that's the first ever time FIFA did what they did, because it's in America. So everybody in the rest of the world is like, what are you doing? It's just an absolute joke. So nobody's happy with it. I don't think that many people are going to travel either. It's far too expensive. You've got less than a minute. Less than a minute. The old fishing store is a clear winner on that. Everybody that's liked the video so far, thank you very much indeed. Right, the next group that's coming is the first of the big ones. So you are going to have to get your thinking caps on, because like I said, it's literally winner goes through, winner stays on. So that was pretty straightforward for that. That was really no no surprise for me on that one. We've got first place for that. Vending machine comes second. Yeah, no surprise at all. Now it's where it gets a little bit fruity because you know what's coming. Group number 3 is difficult. Group number 3 is going to be difficult. So it's quite simple. What set do you think's best? Simple as that. And I'm going to be intrigued by this to what people actually do vote for. So we have got the UCS Falcon going up against the UCS Razor. Going up against the Sail Badge. Going up against the Snow Speeder. So all of these are UCS sets. And you've got 10 minutes to think about what is it you're going to be going for. Nice and simple. Well, he says it's nice and simple. If you're a fan, then it's a little bit more difficult. I'm literally cheating and copying and pasting the names in because it's just a little bit easier for me. It's a bit quicker. Right, Star Wars round is about to begin. Get your thinking hats on because whatever wins this goes in to a future round. CREST. Right, good luck if you are a Star Wars fan. Group 3 has begun. Right, so on your screen right now is the sets as follow. Well, it's just random as one of the choices. You've got the UCS Razor Quest, which again, you can pick it from what the final build looks like, brick count, minifigures you get with it, whatever it is you think is worth going for. Then you've got the Falcon, which is obviously this one, which has been around for absolutely ever. It might do well, it might not. It's just one of those. You have to vote for it to go through. Potentially, the Falcon should get all the way to the final. Maybe if people think that set is better than 90% of the other sets that's currently on the market from the Lego Group. If it doesn't, then obviously it won't. So we found that out yesterday. We put a UCS Star Wars set up against a couple of different things. Some of them were the Lego City stuff, and the Lego City stuff won. So yeah, it's not always guaranteed. It's a tough one. I choose all. Mark's like, I want all of them. Ultra Bricks Away is a tough one. It's you've just got how this needs to be done is what set can you see going the furthest in the competition? I think if you're a Star Wars fan and you like all of them, which one do you think, actually, if it went up against other bits and pieces, would sort of hold its own? And what's on the screen at the moment is probably the order I would have put them in my head, just from a display perspective. But I would prefer the Razor Quest build over the Falcon, but potentially the Falcon's a nicer looking thing because the Falcon is literally was their flagship set for ages, wasn't it? And then, of course, this thing came about. And it's you can see what they look like side by side. Just let me know. Yeah, that's it. It depends on what it goes up against further down the line, because as it stands, the Rivendell everybody is thinking is one of the hardest sets out to beat. So yeah, what's it going to be? What is it going to be? Who is going to vote for what? Is the Falcon going to get through? Is the Razor Quest going to get through? I don't know. I do not know. Right. Yeah, so that's it. Because you've got the world map and the Titanic. The Titanic, funny enough, yesterday didn't get out of its group, I don't think. So it just depends on what they go up against. But you've got four big sets, and only one is going to qualify. And you have got 7 minutes. 7 minutes to get it done. And I'm now going to show you the next batch of stuff. Next batch of sets that are going to be coming in your way. So group 3 is on the screen at the moment. I'm about to show you group number 4. Now these are completely different. Like I said, we're just doing lots and lots of different sets. So group 4 that is on your screen right now. Different price points you're going to be looking at, different themes as well, because you've got Lego icons for this NASA thing. So if you are into your NASA sets or into your space stuff, then well, you might like this. You might like this group. So you've got the NASA set. That is the one that is in front of you. Then you've got something from the Lego Batman movie, which is the Lego Shuttle, which is a nice little looking thing. Again, if you like it from the minifigures and things like that, it might get your vote if you prefer it because you can play with it better. Then obviously vote for it. So there is no wrongdoing. So yeah, it's completely different sets. Then we have got another completely different one, which is the Mr. OZ or OZ OZ Space Bus. Mr. OZ's, which again, nice looking set. From the Dreams line, we didn't have any Dreams competition in yesterday, so we've got all sorts of bits and pieces. You've got the little space character just up at the top on there, and they've obviously, you can see they crossed the bus off, and then they've just made it as a space shuttle. And the last one is this one just here. So that's your next 4. That's your next 4 sets to pick from. You can have to let me know. It is, yeah. It is. So it used to be the Lego Expert, and then it got changed to Lego Icons. That is very, very, that is true. That is correct. But yeah, so the poll at the moment, got 5 minutes. Winner goes through. Next group is a mashup of just different stuff. So you've got the Rocket Launch Center thing just here. You've got the Batman. You've got the Batman Space, which again, if you like that, then that'll be the one for you. If you're a Batman fan, then you've got to give DC some love. Obviously, it's a fantastic movie as well, the Lego Batman movie. Or if you want something that is just massive and a nice big set, it is obviously this one. So just whatever you set you think's best. Simple as that. But yeah, you are correct. So they changed it to the Lego Icons a while back from the Lego Expert. And yeah, that's how it ran. So we're 6 minutes in at the moment. Winner goes through to the next round. Obviously, it's just going to keep going on day by day by day by day. We have got plenty of groups to get through, 12 groups to get through this evening. And I'm on the screen at the moment showing off group number 4. And you are currently voting for group number 3. So yeah, just let us know what it is you've obviously built this weekend as well. Talk amongst yourselves. And you've only got 10 minutes to get your votes in. So Shibo voted UCS Falcon. I think by the looks of it, a lot of people are voting for the Falcon. So yeah, because the Falcon should carry its weight in future rounds, whereas potentially the others won't. I mean, if you think like if I was to put the second best together at the moment, the Razor Quest is going up against the vending machine and the burger van, and then would it hold its own up against those sets potentially? But yeah, we've got some interesting sets to ping up shortly. It's all going wrong. Where are we? Falcon. So the winning set at the moment is this one just first place. So this is the set on your screen is currently taking the vote, but you have only got a few minutes to get your votes in. At the 10-minute mark, voting finishes for this group, and then we go straight on to group number 4. Nice and simple. Yeah, super simple. So yeah, cast your votes. If you like the video as well as you go through, that'd be fantastic. And then yeah, we will see. Because like I said, I wasn't originally going live for another 5 minutes. So I've done it early, so I might have caught a couple of people off guard. But we will see, because it's always a bit hit and miss on a Sunday, and obviously everybody's Christmas shopping as well. So I thought this format, if you miss it, at least you can watch it back on the replay, and you're just seeing different sets that you probably haven't done. And if you are watching this back on the replay, don't forget, in the comment section, let me know what it is, what you would have voted for on each bit. Not that your vote counts, but it's still nice to take part, isn't it? Right, you've got 2 minutes. 2 minutes, and this group is over. At the moment, the Falcon is winning. Razor Quest is in second place. Jabba Sail Barge and the UCS Snowspeeder, which both of them are strong, solid sets, are completely eliminated for the rest of the year. So third and fourth place do not stand a chance at all of ever being announced again in a poll for the rest of the year. And there might be, like I keep saying, a second place playoff if we have enough time. So at the moment, the winners so far is the Lego City Bulldozer, the Lego Ideas Old Fishing Store, and the UCS Falcon. And obviously all of those will get split up, and they're going to be put up against the winners of the next day. So next live stream, they'll be going up against those. You've got less than a minute, less than 1 minute left to get your votes in. And then group number 3 will finish, and group number 4 will start. And like I said, this is all a big countdown until the New Year's Eve. This is where it's going to come through. So that's it, done. Falcon took that one. The Falcon took that one. So Falcon came first. Right, next sets that are popping up. Not too bad at all. So if you're a space fan, now this is your time to shine. Obviously, if you're not, still take part, because it's going to be important what Harry's on over the rest of the evening. Like I said, we've got literally 2 hours worth of polls to get through. Yeah, 4 hours. That's it. Yeah, that's it. It was getting there. It was getting there. But the Rivendell took it though. The Rivendell did take it. Ninjago put it up for a fight all the way through. That Ninjago City set. It was always going to be one or the other. I think always going to be one or the other. Willy Wonka did as it got as far as it could, and then well, it fell down, didn't it? So it got as far as it could. Space Bus and the rocket. Right, so we have got a Lego City set going up against a Dream set, going up against a Batman set, going up against an 18+ set. Price means nothing. It's just what do you think is the best? What do you think is best? Right. So this is now on your screen going to be group number 4, I do believe. Yes, it is. So group 4, you got 10 minutes. That has gone live now. So as a recap of what's on this is the first one on the list. 18 plus 3,600 pieces. If you think this is a better set than the others, obviously vote for it. If you prefer this one, then obviously you can get your vote in, because this is the Bat Shuttle, which obviously is a nice looking thing. So it looks smart enough. Then you've got the OZ Space Bus, which is this one just here. And then we have got one more tab that I need to open up, and then I'll be able just to flip through them really easily, which is the Rocket Space pad. So the last one coming up on your screen in a second is the Lego City set. He says. Launch center, isn't it? Is this one just here? So we've got some modern stuff, next year's stuff. That's allowed, Brickford. That's allowed. You've missed only 3. We've got 12 we're getting through. So it's just over 2 hours at the moment. So yeah, so what we're doing is we are now having like the ultimate Brickford. So the final is going to be on New Year's Eve is the plan. So I've got multiple rounds doing it. Each round's 10 minutes. And I know that it's about 2 hours worth of voting. So it's there or thereabouts. So that should be fine. This is group number 4 that we are in now. So we're on time. So yeah, this is it. This is the fruity thing about it. It depends on what you prefer. Do you like the looks of sets? Do you want the playability? The NASA space launch, I've always quite liked the look of, thinking it looks very similar to almost like a mini land sort of thing. So I thought, well, if I actually put minifigures in front of that, it might be in proportion. Does that make sense? If you were trying to do it as like a display with minifigures, but then of course, this just if you're a fan of Dreams, this if you like the movie, and then this if you if you like the Lego City stuff. But yeah, this I don't know what this is like to build. I don't know if this is quite repetitive. It's going to be filthy, Brickford. Yeah. So we got basically this is it. This is what we're going to be doing now for the next few live streams in the evening. We've got lots and lots of silly banter to get through. But yeah, there's 12 groups this evening. Winner is guaranteed to go through, obviously. Second place might go into a second place playoff to be able to qualify for the next stage. And then depending on how many lives I can get done before New Year's Eve, I'll then work out a format of a knockout table. So basically, we are in the group stages at the moment, and this is day number 1. Yeah, the Ultimate Batmobile was very good, but I still think the Joker Manor might have topped it, though. The Joker Manor from the Lego Movie was incredible as well. That was a set that actually lost its group yesterday, which I was shocked about. But yeah, get your votes in if you like the video as well. That'd be fantastic. So this is all to do with space stuff at the moment, but what you are about to see on your screen is going to be the next batch of things. So next batch of stuff is going to be coming up on your screens right now. So group number 5 is on your screen now. So we have got another Lego Ideas battle, but all slightly different. So we've got the Central Park, whatever, couldn't care less. Something from Friends is what that one is. Then you can see where I'm going to be going with this one. You've then got The Office, which I do believe it's the American version, but it depends if you like that kind of thing. Then that is going up against... Why is that not coming up? That's really weird. Now, if it's not allowing me to find it on search, even though I found it on the website, it might have to be automatically disqualified. Why is that not coming up? I know. I'll give it a second chance. Bear with me. I have to type in the SKU code, don't I? 12304. That's really annoying. 12304. Try that one more time. There we go. Literally got to type it in that way. So Doctor Who is then the next one in the next group. So if you're a fan of Doctor Who or you like this style of sort of display and play set, then obviously this is yours. And then the last one on the list coming up is then the Big Bang Theory. So that's the next 4 that we're going to be doing for the next group. So we're currently voting for group number 4, and then group number 5 is just come across your screen. So yes, we've got good fun. We've got all sorts of bits and pieces. Let me catch up with everybody. Yeah, I started early as well, Brickford, though. I was going to start at 8 and I brought it forward. So I've caught a couple of people off guard, but it just means that it just means that we're not going to have a super late night tonight. So we've still got at least another hour and a bit to go. So that's fine. So yeah, because we still got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Yeah. It'd be all right. Yeah, we started at 7:15. Started at 7:15, so we started a little bit early, so which is okay. But yeah, get your votes in when it goes through, and potentially, if I was to be horrible and put all the winners against each other so far, we would have the Lego City Bulldozer going up against the UCS Falcon, going up against the Lego Ideas Old Fishing Store, going up against the Space Launch System. So depending on how it falls, but the next round, you got the Big Bang Theory, Doctor Who, The Office, and this thing. So that's the next group. That is the next group. I've got 3 minutes to get your votes in. 3 minutes to get your votes in, and then it changes. Yes. Yeah, because we have got some tough stuff to come after this. There's some really difficult decisions to be made. So there's some, because we've done the Lego City for vehicles, but now we've got the Lego City for sets. We've done the Star Wars ships, but then we've got the Star Wars play sets to come. So, and then we've got minifigures, and then we've got a couple of different Lego Ideas sets to finish with. So yeah, we've got some fruity things to carry on with. So you've got 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to get your vote in, and then we will see. So the next one that is coming up, because clearly we can see there's going to be a winner on this one, unless loads of people suddenly vote. You got Friends going up against The Office, going up against Doctor Who, going up against the Big Bang Theory. So that's the next 4 sets that are going to be coming up in the poll. So yes, hopefully Brickford, it'll be a good bit of fun. Hopefully Ultra Bricks and everybody else is good. I'm not too sure if Ryan and Sean have recovered from the stream yesterday. I have no idea at all. But we have got just over a minute, I would say, until it's going to be done. It'd be interesting to see what actually does come second. It does look like, unless we get a load of stuff in, that the NASA space is going to be a clear winner for that one. So yeah, we will see what happens in the next minute or so. And then we've got this Lego Ideas round. And then we have got there's some nice stuff actually to come. Difficult decisions to be made in the next sort of 45 minutes. Difficult decisions to be made in the next 45 minutes. We've had some simple, to be fair, not really simple rounds. So far, Lego City was the big yellow Lego truck going up against the Burger Van, going up against the Bulldozer. Round 2 was the Falcon, Razor Quest, Sail Barge, Soulsmeeder. Then we've had the NASA battle, which was the what you guys and girls. There he is. There's Sean. Still mulling over whether to buy the Doctor Who. Ooh, well, that poll is done. It's there. Well, you've got to vote for it. It's going to be in the next thing. Sean, how are we? How is everything? Hopefully everything is good. You have just arrived at a nice fruity time, because we have got some spicy stuff now. The spicy meatballs are going to be starting once we get this round, this round that's about to start out the way, which is group number 5. Yeah, we got some. This is going to run. I keep saying it, but I know there's lots of people jumping in and back out again. The final is New Year's Eve, so we've got that many sets to get through, and we are literally just in the qualifiers at the moment. We've got to get out your group. You just need to qualify for the next thing. Right. So next 4 sets. Group number 5. Which set do you think is best? Friends, Office, Doctor Who, Big Bang. You're away. So it is this one going up against this one, going up against this one. Obviously, they're all Lego Ideas sets, so that's why I've done it. Going up against this one. So get your votes in. What do you think needs to go through? So Ultrabricks says is clearly Ultrabricks going straight in for Doctor Who for that one. 5 votes in already. Big Bang is winning at the moment. So everybody thinks that this set at the moment is the better one of the 4. You got Doctor Who is like this. Then you have got this one, which is a little bit bigger. And then you got this one, which is a that shape. Doesn't matter. Whatever you think. It's just when it goes through to the next round. Next round is not happening this evening. It's not happening this evening because there's too many sets to get through. It's just good, sexy fun with regards to what is going to be happening over the next few live streams. So, and it works for me because it means if for whatever reason nobody's here and we get like 2 people voting and you guys catch it on the replay, you know it's only going to be 2 hours long, and I can then build my train. So it doesn't really matter too much. But yeah, we're gonna do hopefully another one tomorrow, but it's going to be difficult because I've got a really long day tomorrow and it depends on what time I get back. But hopefully we'll do one tomorrow. If not, we'll definitely do one on Tuesday and another one on Wednesday. And then we'll go from there. So yeah, we got some good fruity ones. So hopefully it'll keep you busy as you're wrapping your keep you wrapping your presents. But yeah, you've got this one on your screen now, this one and this one. But now we're moving in to the next batch of stuff. So I've kept them separately on purpose. So the Lego City has had a fair opportunity for the vehicles, and now we're going to do the same thing for the sets. So like I said, it's a bit like the FA Cup draw. You get the opportunity with some of the smaller sets to start with, then the big boys come to play, and then it's just a case of can these hold on. So you've got the Lego City Tower is for group number 6 is the first set in that group. Then you have got this one coming in. Yeah, which is next one. So if you're a fan of this one, you might have liked it, you might not. It's just like I said, random sets going up against each other. Then you've got this one as well. So like I said, all different stuff from what we were doing yesterday. We haven't got that many big sets to pick from. There's a lot of strong Lego Ideas sets in tonight's polls, and the more expensive money is all Star Wars related at the moment. And obviously there will be other sets introduced, but it doesn't make a difference because winner goes through, winner qualifies. And the 4th set is the airport with airplane. So you've got 4 sets coming. I do like the difference with the Lego Ideas box artwork. I've only just noticed that actually for 2026. You can see how they've changed. Oh, I'm talking nonsense. They haven't changed it. It's exactly the same. So ignore me. But yeah, they're all of the sets that you will be picking from in the next stream. Next round, shall I say. Oh, there we go. Big Bang was the white whale that my son got me for Christmas last year. Well, at the moment, Big Bang Theory is 40%. It's tight, though, because obviously this is a little bit more fair with how we're doing it. And I guarantee people later on will be like, well, it's not fair that you put the Big Bang Theory up against a UCS Falcon. the Big Bang Theory, if it gets through, deserved to go up against something else that big because it's qualified. So it's literally, it's just got to win its group. If it wins its group, it goes in. It will be going up against sets in either tomorrow's live stream or the Thursday or the Friday live stream. And then we do a knockout stage to the final. So it's just literally, we're in our qualification at the moment. If the Big Bang wins, it goes through. Simple, 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 simple. So 4 minutes gone, 6 minutes in. So at the moment, the set that is winning is the Big Bang Theory. So as we have time to play, we can have a little bit of a look at this set. So that's what that looks like. You've got all the cast and crew and the minifigures, and you've got all the detailing, everything on the back. And then the box artwork was pretty cool, actually. The box artwork looked like that. So yeah, they're nice. They are nice sets. Just get all the others back up to make it fair. So that's your Big Bang Theory, is that one. So that's the box artwork on there. Then I'll get the Office up in a second. So that's the Office box artwork. So this is ideas number 44. And the Big Bang Theory was Lego ideas number 10. So it's interesting, isn't it? They've done a lot of sitcoms in ideas. So, yeah. And then Doctor Who, I do believe, was another Lego ideas set. It was. And you are number 11. So they did 2 back-to-back. BBC as well, written on the box. And Lego Friends. They did 2 of them. They did the Friends Apartment. Again, it's another Lego Ideas set. So I put 4 Lego Ideas sets against each other. Quite simple. Winner stays on. Yes, you can see what I've seen is people have actually made modulars out of that, haven't they? Yeah, that's it. I'm really going to enjoy between now and the new year doing these kind of things, because so John, in case John, I think John might have been in the background for the Star Wars one, but the Falcon did qualify. Falcon got through, which you've just got to think of what set will do the best in longevity as well. So you're voting for your favorite stuff now, but if you're torn between a theme and you like all of them, what do you think is going to have a better chance of getting as far through this competition as possible? Because it was made extremely clear yesterday in our top 32 that the Lego Ninjago City set, and the Rivendell set was superior to almost everything else. So, and they're not in tonight's stuff. It's all different bits and pieces. But yes, you've got the Lego Friends. Do you like the box artwork? You've got the Office. Big set. Well, that looks like it's just a bit on a big 32 base plate, I think. It looks bigger than a 32 base plate, but I think it's just on a 32 base plate, and it does look like it splits. Oh, it is a big enough for 32, so it's a 32 plus a little bit at the back. Well, that'd be a bit awkward to display. And then you got the smaller Big Bang. So it does look like at the moment the Big Bang is winning. Well, Willy might take it all. You never know. Willy Wonka, when it actually has its time to shine, which is not in tonight's poll, Willy Wonka. So we're away from the chocolate factory for a little bit at the moment, so that's fine. But yeah, you've got a couple of minutes to get your votes in, and then we start the next poll. But John says Big Bang was my white whale. Son got it, so congratulations, and that's a beautiful Christmas present for you, which is great. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. Brickford said, was thinking of building the sitcomplex, but I can't see the interiors really. Well, yeah, very true. I know what you mean with that, because yeah, they did the modular kind of things with the Friends one. They did another Friends set as well, didn't they? We very much like the set, but I think I've missed my chance now. Not willing to pay what people are asking for it. Yeah, fair enough. How much is it, Sean? Central Park is underrated, was good value when it was released from Ultra Bricks. Yes, it's a big size as well. It's actually deceivingly big. And it has got the lights in, as 1492 has said. It's got all the lights in on the side, so it looks like that. So it's actually bigger on the actual set. It's bigger than what it looks like in a box, which is unusual. If you look at that, it looks like it's quite cramped. And then you look at that, and it's like, oh, it's actually big. And then you get nice display cases and all those other little bits and pieces. So yeah, it looks nice, but you got a minute for it to go through. At the moment, it's losing. So The Office and Doctor Who is drawing. Big Bang is through. I'm not too sure if Willie is in one of these tonight. I've got quite a lot of. We might do a special poll at the very, very end, where we might just do like Willy Wonka versus something really random. We might just do a funny one just at the very, very end, because we're flying through this at the moment. Right, that is Group 5 done. So we are on time. See? Organised. So we are halfway through tonight's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we're not halfway through. That's a lie. There's 12 rounds this evening. There are 12 rounds. So we are. Big Bang took the lead. It's Doctor Who versus The Office for a tight second. We'll have to go Doctor Who just because it's English, and The Office was a copy, wasn't it? So we'll have that logic. Not that there's any logic behind it, but that's the logic that we're going to get. Right, we're now moving to the Lego City stuff. So the poll is coming up. It's what I've already shown you. And I'll re-show the sets again. If you've just joined the stream, I will show those 4 sets off in a second for group number 6. And it's quite simple. What set do you think is best? And we have got the City Tower going up against the No Limits race car ramp. It's a long enough title. Then we have got the Seaside Harbour going up against the airport. And that is the 2026 airport as well. Right, so so this is starting the next poll for group number 6 now. So the airport that is on your is one of them that is in the list. The next entry is the Seaside Harbour with cargo ship is your choice. Then you have got. Actually, that's easier. You've then got these 2. So you've got those 2. It's the City Tower No Limits race car track. You've got the harbour. And then you've got the airport with airplane. Cast your vote. You've got 10 minutes to get it in. I think this should be an absolute crucifix, I think. But we've done the vehicles already, and the Bulldozer is first. Burger Van, very strong second. Now we're just doing the bigger sets. Who was after Tim? Sean was after the older Disney one. There's 2 Tims that are on the channel, not American Tim. I think it's UK Tim. I think so. So at the moment, this is obviously. I personally think this is going to be the winner, but it is what it is. Then you've got the Seaside Harbour, and then you've got those 2. So yeah, you can pick and choose. You've got 10 minutes to get your votes in, and we are going to be moving on now to some tough. The next round's probably going to be very, very fruity. Very, very fruity. If you're a Star Wars fan, the next round is difficult. So if you're a Star Wars fan, the next round will be very, very, very difficult. So last look at the 4 Lego City sets in the poll that is currently running, which is the airport, the Harbour. You've got these two. The next round that we are doing is difficult because it is the Star Wars. It's Star Wars and it's fruity. Oh, Brickford was also after it. Sheba asked, out of curiosity, who in the chat here has built the Lion Knights castle? That's a very good question, Sheba. You can ask that question. Right. Are you ready for something that might be very, very difficult? Very, very difficult for some of you. And I've dug for these as well. Next group that is going to be on your screen, which is group number 7, starting with this. Salt on Hoth. So if you've not seen this before, this now is worth an absolute fortune. When it came out, it was expensive, but you did get the speeder. You did get all of the cool minifigures and everything like that. So if you're a fan of this and you haven't seen this one before, well, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on with this. So if you like it, vote for it. Because if you think it's strong enough to progress through, then obviously get your votes in. Next set that is going to be going up against, and I am horrible. I'm a horrible person. Next set is going up against is this Ewok Village. So you got Salt on Hoth going up against the Ewok Village. This is the next round, though. Don't forget, this is the next round. And then that is going up against this, which is the the Betrayal at the Cloud City. And then we have got this. So you have got 4 solid play sets going up against each other, is how I would say that. Big day buying set. You bought 6 new Bricklink sets. Good grief. That's filthy. Right, we've got 6 minutes still to go. So let us know, Andrea, what sets it is you picked up, and I will try and have a look. So Brickford was looking for the older Disney Castle, and Sean says there's a few available, new and sealed, in various Facebook groups. How much were they going for, Sean? How much were they going for? Are some of that expensive, are they? Ultra Brick says, I own the Lion Knights Castle. Only got it recently. I've seen it built and how it's displayed. Yeah, it does look good. Andrew's gone off and bought 6 new Bricklink sets. And Ultra Bricks is thinking already for this to be represented in the big day. I say the big day. That's going to be because what I'm going to have to do on New Year's Eve is probably just do 5-minute rounds. These sets going up against each other, so at least I can chill out for a little bit for the 10-minute rounds. But yeah, for the 5-minute rounds, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. 330 for the old castle. Yeah, to be fair, that's about right because it was 299 when it came out, I think. So that does seem about right. But at the moment, what's winning is what I thought would win. But I'm actually quite surprised that the Seaside Harbour is in a very, very close second. So both of those sets are strong. Right, Andrea, I will backtrack those and have a look. Because I can't type it in on the Lego website. So what I'll do is at the end of the stream is I will hunt them down and show them off, because I can then go on to the Bricklink thing when we finish with the polls and we start doing silly polls as well. But they sound rather interesting. So you've got 3 minutes left to get your votes in. big one with all of the Star Wars stuff. And again, depending on what it is that you like and what you would like them to redo. I mean, this set, obviously, everybody wants them to redo this. Everybody likes this one. I'm amazed that they've only done it once and they've never done it again. Same thing with this one as well. And of course, they have done this one before. And this is like their redo. So why they didn't carry on with the Master series and just do those other 3 sets, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So Schuber said, I never liked the Lion Knight's castle at the beginning. I've actually decided to buy it after I got the medieval town square. We were watching a tower from the castle. So I got that big red castle. And it was like having to complete the medieval theme. Yeah, that's it. Exactly. I think it's just because you can army build with it and do amazing things with it. And that's kind of my thought process with Ninjago, because of how those massive big sets all link in and just create one huge display, and you get all the minifigures with it, and you can just make things look really nice and pretty. So yeah, I did a not that anybody probably cares, but I did do a Ninjago comparison little video. Or if you want to see how they look like, is it 50-50? It is 50-50. Oh dear, we're 50-50 on the votes at the moment, and there's only 2 minutes left. It's always going to be, isn't it? Always going to be. We might, if we get time, at the end of the stream, we'll put these two. If these are draw, we'll put these 2 sets up against each other if we've got time. Because, like I said, we're flying through at the moment. I did start earlier, so we will see. Yeah, once I started building it, became my favorite set of all time. Well, you've army built the bejesus out of it now as well, haven't you? So you've got plenty of figures, plenty of everything on there, and yeah, it looks great. It does look great. And obviously I was stupid enough, because I gave that set back to get the Death Slice. The slice of the Death Star I gave that back, but it means that I've now got more space for Ninjago, and I am going to go all in on that now instead. So to be fair, I think the Ninjago is my second favorite theme after the Winter Village. So I will be going deep, absolute length on Ninjago starting very, very soon. We've got 1 minute to go. Now, if this is going to be a 50-50 split, we will just put those 2 up against each other at the end and see what happens. Because if it's me personally that does it, I'll put the airport through the Seaside Harbour. But the fact that there's been no other votes for anything else, 10 minutes is up. I'm about to hit end poll, and we are going to have a draw. We have a 50-50 draw for the poll. Right, not a problem. We will circle back round to that, because we should have time. Right, the horrible one for everybody, potentially, if you're a Star Wars fan. So what I'm about to put up on the screen is this thing going up against this thing, going up against this thing, going up against this thing. That's the 4 things that you are about to vote for group number 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, group 7. Starting a poll for group number 7. Right, and I am going to cheat and just copy and paste the names of all of these, because it's just a lot easier. Because if I try and spell assault, yeah, there might be an S involved, and it might turn into something completely different. Completely different. I am telling you, it is a rabbit hole. They are the best sets for, like, honestly, the pictures that I've done. I mean, if you just stuck to the large ones, like the ones that I showed off, that's all I've done so far. But the figures in all the other sets and things like that, I've tried to stay away from. But no, they've now got me on how they're telling the story of these dragons. So I need 2 dragons now already. I need the new dragon that's coming out next year. And then I need the long length. It's just, yeah. It's but yeah, those ones, the movie sets are fantastic. I have actually now got them. I've done a Christmas special as well. I've actually got them all placed, just as a bit of craziness. So, good luck. Remember, winner goes through. Four polls, four sets in the poll. 10 minutes, you're away. Good luck, good luck, good luck. So, last time I'm showing these off, you got the Assault and Hoth. If you like the looks of it, vote for it. Is it going to go through? Do you think it's going to do well? You know, let me know. Well, I say let me know. Let the voting know. Ewok is the next one. Is that your favorite one? The Cloud City, is that your favorite one? And then you've got the Cantina. Is that your favorite one? I don't know, but you guys and girls will soon let me know, and you can get your votes in of what you think visually is the better looking set. What is the better looking set for all of these? How is the votes going already? So Ewok is smashing everybody else at the moment. So Ewok, Cloud City, the Cantina, in that order. All right, hang on. So Brickford said after, hang on. So Ultra Bricks and Shibo are talking about an endless money pit for the knights, because Ultra Brick says the problem with buying the Lion Knights is that I had to buy the medieval village. Yep. Shibo did it the other way around. So that's always a bit difficult. The Ninjago magazine figs always look really good. Yeah, I've just picked up I picked one of those up, and I got Fang. He looks fantastic. And I got Cole in that one as well. So yeah, I got the double pack. So the poll that's running at the moment is for Assault and Hoth, Ewok Village. To qualify, we've got to get one of these sets out of its group. Let me know. Let me know, what do you think is the better looking set? What do you think is going to go through? And if you could, guys and girls, if you could like the video as you go through, that would be fantastic. Off these sets for the last time, and then I'm going to get the sets prepped for the next poll. So you've got Cantina. The Lego sets now is the Cloud City, I do believe, is over $1,000. This is got to be extremely expensive as well. I think everybody would like a remake of this one. And then, well, you got Hoth, but they're not going to do a remake of this now because they had the opportunity when they did all the UCS sets and they didn't bother, did they? So that is what you guys and girls are voting for. Brickford says, to say I'm a 70s child, I don't own any Star Wars stuff. I'm just going to choose, you go by if you like the box artwork, Brickford. I do not mind at all. You could see figures on the box and go, I like the look of that thing, or I like the look of the you get with that. I mean, there's a lot of them there as well. And then obviously, do you just want a set because it's so expensive? Or do you want a remake of something that was, because it doesn't look like there's many minifigures in this one, but you can see how many minifigures are actually on top of the box. There's tons and tons of characters in this, but they don't make the pictures that easy. So that is the difficult Star Wars round. And because I've just brought up minifigures, I think we'll jump straight to minifigures next. Is what we are going to do. So next up on the list, this is where you might have to pay a little bit of attention to stuff, is because your next round is CMF Wave. You have got the CMF Space Series, which is series number 26. That is going up against the CMF Wave of number 23, which is this wave. So again, completely different stuff going up against each other. You've then got CMF 16, which is this wave. So again, just random choices going up against the more modern CMF Spider-Verse wave. So that's the next 4 minifigure sets to pick from. So I'll go through them. I'll keep them on the screen slowly because you guys are going to need to look at the minifigures that are in there. So this is for the next poll, obviously, for the next poll. So at the moment, Ewok and the Cantina. Yeah, Ewok or the Cantina. So I'm surprised that the Cantina hasn't done more votes. To be fair, I thought the Cantina would have done better because it's a newer looking set, but maybe not. Right. So what is everybody chit chatting about? So yeah, the Ninjago magazines are fantastic. Brickford, who was going to go deep in that? Oh yeah, Brickford. Yeah, try it. The minifigures are great. The sets are fantastic. Just don't blame me if you suddenly end up getting all of Series 15. That's about to, well, the year 15 that's about to come out. Sean the Black Jeep says the Ewok fight scene where the little buddy gets hit and he's poking him to get him back up. It's tearful, tearful, tearful. Things are, does he survive or not? Does he get poked with his pokey stick and survive, or is he doomed? So we are now bringing up childhood trauma for Sean. This is exactly what we're trying to bring up. So for Ryan, it's every time Willy Wonka gets mentioned. And now Sean, we know his trigger is the Ewok Village. And if the Ewok Village gets through, well, you're going to be stuck. Stuck and stuffed. So soak those minifigures in. I do like the elf on this one. Snowman, Nutcracker. You got some nice bits and pieces. And then the other figures at the back, obviously the reindeer and the wolf and the turkey, will go well with the new series that's coming out in January. He didn't make it. Yeah, obviously that's it. Mulch bricks. You just got to think. Because obviously it's whatever, it's just got to get out of its group, but then will it have the legs against more modern sets as well? Because you know when the big sets come into play, and that's not happening for a while. So when the Ninjagos get introduced and the Lord of the Rings gets introduced and some of maybe the theme park sets and all that kind of thing, because they're happening over the next few days as well, at some point to get to the final, they're going to have to meet each other. So does any of these 4 sets stand a chance against Rivendell or Ninjago City or anything like that? That's what you've got to start thinking of, because we've already done the top 32 and they were clearly super, 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 super strong. So, yeah, that's it. Series 23 looks great. And then you got like a mashup of Halloween cyborgs. You got some for the bananas and witches and all sorts, and the penguins and all sorts of stuff in this one for series, whatever this series is, 16. So yeah, I've just picked random ones, and again, these will be going up against other stuff. Yeah, so get your votes in for the Star Wars. What do you think is worth voting for? At the moment, we got first and second for the Ewok Village and the Cantina. At the moment. So yeah, we will see. But like I said, we're going to be doing something silly like this between now and New Year's Eve. So it'd be good fun when obviously this works with more numbers as well, but it is what it is, with it just sort of ticking over at the moment. But you can imagine lots of people voting all at the same time. I can imagine the chat will get quite fruity quite quickly. But everybody's liked the video so far. Thank you very much indeed. But yeah, we've got CMF. We've got the CMF wave to come up next. And then we have got some very difficult Lego Ideas rounds to follow. So yeah, you've got some nice minifigures in all 4 of those waves that I've just shown off. And remember, each round is 10 minutes, and it will stay this way for now, because I know that it can just be 2 hours of voting. And if I do more rounds, we could do 2.5 or 3. But I'm weary that people have work tomorrow, so I don't want it. It's not going to go past 10 p.m. tonight. So you guys and girls aren't going to have to miss out on too much, because I think a lot of people are still going to be working maybe tomorrow. We've got less than a minute to go. Ewok is at 60% now. Good evening, UC. How are we? We are ticking over nicely. You've just come into a behemoth of a round with 1 minute to go. And the next thing that you'll vote is Series 26 going up against Series 23, going up against Series 16, going up against the Spider-Verse. So, yeah, that's what's coming next. This is very much a case of it's got to win to go through, and then you will get reintroduced later on. We've got less than a minute. I think it's going to, the Ewoks got that. So I will be confident enough to write number 1 for the Ewok. And maybe the Cantina will get a second chance at a later date, because we might do a second chance. Might get a second chance later on. So we are now going to put up Series 26 Space. We've had some interesting sets we've been taking a look at tonight, which is quite nice. Against Series 23. Going up against Series 17. Going up against the... It'll be interesting. It will be interesting to see how well these do. I don't think they're going to get very far, but I just got to give it a little bit of love. At least they're going to get out the group stage, aren't they? So, right, what CMF minifigures are best? Poll is up, poll is away. So let's look at these. You've got Series 26, which is the space. So that is the selection of space characters that you have to pick from. You've got Series 23, which is what was on your screen, which is a very, very strong shout. These are very good looking minifigures. Series 16 is what these look like. And then you've got Across the Spider-Verse, which is the more modern Spider-Man stuff. Now, this is the only poll, or sorry, the only group round tonight of minifigures. That's it. So it's just this round that we're doing. Just this round that we're doing now. Right. Right, the next sets that I'm about to put up on your screen is for the future group. So we have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So group 8 is what you are gonna group 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, group 9 is what you're about to look at. Group 8 is what you're voting for at the moment. 50% for the Spider Across. Voted 17, Series 17. You can vote for whatever it is you want to vote for. There's a good mix. It's just a good mix. It's just a good mix of stuff. But we're now getting into a more fruity round again. A-frame cabin. If you like it, you like it. It's there. Just now you're going to have to start thinking, oh, because again, a lot of these sets we didn't... we haven't voted for any of these for ages. So it's nice to bring some of these sets back, and again, just something slightly different. A-frame cabin is going up against a treehouse for the Lego Ideas, and again, you can have that green leaf, or you can have it looking like that. 2 very, very strong sets. Now, earlier on in the stream, somebody was mentioning this set. Now, it is written down. It is... Oh, there's 2 of them. I wonder why there's 2. Is this one. So it's the ship in a bottle. So far, we've got the A-frame cabin going up against the treehouse, going up against the ship in a bottle, and they're all going to be fighting. They are all going to go up against this, which is the motorized lighthouse. So you have got 4 big, powerful Lego idea sets, because you've got the motorized lighthouse. Then you've got this thing, which the box artwork looks great. The design of this one looks very, very good as well. How it builds, I'm not 100% sure, but I did see this at Legoland Windsor for the first ever time in a little plexiglass case. I thought it was nice. The end result of this one is nice, and it has obviously got the toilet again and everything else in, but potentially not a enjoyable build for people, but the rooms and everything look smart. And then the A-frame cabin, as we know, well, it's just very, very, very nice. Very, very, very nice. So yeah, they're the next four. They're the next four sets. So at the moment, the minifigures are battling it out, and it's close. We got the Series 26 Space, 23 and 17, and the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. We're at 30, 20, 10, and 40. So this is all over the place for the minifigures. Shuba says the A-frame cabin with the right kit is spot on. Agreed, the A-frame is awesome. A-frame is a great set. Well, I can see potentially how this is going to go then. So it's there. I have put all of my Ninjago City sets together. I keep throwing balls. Because I think it would be in proportion now. If I was doing it with my Ninjago display. But it would have to be it needs to be further away though. Because I haven't got it would literally be touching the it'd be touching tips with one of the other sets. So Brickfoot. So we at the moment it might be well. To be fair, I agree with that. I think the A-frame cabin. I would probably go A-frame cabin, motorized lighthouse, which I don't have, then the tree house and the ship in the bottle. That would be the order I put those four in. But it's not to do with me. It's what you guys and girls are thinking. You got 5 minutes for this CMF wave. So you've basically got space, a mashup of Christmas, a bit of horror-y stuff, and Spider-Man. That's basically what they are. But yeah, there was potential. Now I've made space, and in the process of making space for all my Ninjago section, I was thinking, oh my days, I could have this covered in dragons. With the jaws could just be at the bottom. I could have done some fruity things with this. Not to be. So again, last look at the we know who designed this one. He's a fantastic designer as well. So, but it just depends if you like this kind of thing or not. What ideas set number was this? 20. All the way back to 20. What was the ideas on this one then? 26. Treehouse does look nice though. It does give a good, powerful image, and then the A-frame, obviously. I mean, even this bit that's separate. Those trees are just fantastic. So, but yeah, the choice is going to be yours in the next poll. That's it. So we're getting the minifigures out of the way, and we are going to be looking at the A-frame cabin up against that ship in a bottle, up against the motorized lighthouse. Winner stays on. Simple and as easy as that. We are in the group stage, and so far, because we have got a couple of minutes to go, I'm going to say the winner and runner-up of each round so far. So the winner and runner-up so far, we've got the Bulldozer and the Burger Van, won the city round. The Star Wars vehicles, Falcon and Razor Quest, won that round. The Space was the sort of massive NASA set, and the Bat Shuttle came second. For one of the ideas round, Old Fishing Store and Vending Machine. For another ideas round was the Big Bang Theory and Doctor Who. Then we've had, for the Star Wars play sets, we had the Ewok Village and the Cantina. But also the sets that have lost, well, there's some big ones that have gone. So the sets that have gone is the big yellow Lego truck, the double-decker bus is gone, the sail barge is gone, the snow speeder UCS set's gone, the rocket launch center and the OZ space bus has disappeared, the table football has disappeared, the yellow submarine gone, the Lego Friends and the Lego office sets disappeared, the city tower and the No Limits racetrack has been eliminated, as has the Cloud City and Assault and Hoth. So yeah, there's a lot of sets gone, and we've only got a few minutes left until this one finishes. Shibo says the calendar is sitting in the corner crying. Okay, I need to give your email to Sean. Yes. That is absolutely fine. I will do that. Pass it on. You guys and girls can speak amongst yourselves. I say you guys and girls. You blokes can speak amongst yourselves. As far as I'm aware, Sean's a guy. We've got ideas and the aim frame cabin. That is the next group that is coming up. Remember, each round is 10 minutes long. Yeah, I will pass Shibo's email on to you, Sean, and then you can measure lengths and figure out how you're going to get the calendar from Shibo sent to you. 2 minutes. It's at the moment, well, it's changing. What is going to happen? I can see the poll, it keeps moving. So it's just a case of what series is best before we then get on to the next batch of sets, which are the sets that I'm flicking through on the screen right now. Right now. 1 minute to go. Take it easy, Shibo. Enjoy work, good sir. Enjoy work. Ooh, it's going to be close. It's going to be close. Right, the next round. It might be surprising. There might be some people in the background that might think that the A-frame cabin isn't better than anything else. The lighthouse is a very good contention. But then if the ship in the bottle brings back memories, then it's there. Question. Yes. Continue. Why the hate on Disney now? From who? Unlicensed Bricks. Good evening to you. How are we? Oh, what? With regards to just people not liking Disney? You mean what? From the Lego perspective, or just Disney as Disney? There's a huge riffraff for Disney at the moment. That's been going around for a while, hasn't it? Because they get involved with everything. The big thing in the toy industry is there's that they call it Disney tax, don't they? Because they take like 25% or something ridiculously expensive, right? But yeah, I think that's the reason why. What? Right, we have got some big sets coming up in this one now. So we've got the A-frame cabin going up against the tree house, going up against the ship in a bottle, and that is going up against the lighthouse. So good luck. Hope your set gets through. And remember, winner goes through. That's simple. Got 10 minutes, and this is group number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is group number 9, is what this is. Group number 9. You are away. Right, you've got 10 minutes. Get your votes in. Have a think. They're on the screen right now. Last quick look before the next lot. So you've got the A-frame cabin, the treehouse, ship in a bottle, motorized lighthouse. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Unlicensed Bricks is very excited for January 1st. Yes, there's some gorgeous sets coming out January the 1st. I cannot wait for the Ninjago bits and pieces. What is your tactic for January the 1st, Unlicensed Bricks? What are you getting? I think the massive hate for Disney at the moment is how they changed all of the original Disney stuff. But Disney's now come out and said that they're no longer going to be doing live animation of the classics, because they changed everything, didn't they? There was a huge uproar about Snow White, and it was all very, very. It's been bubbling, I think, for multiple years, and it's kind of recently gone off like a firework. I think that's what it's all to do with, Sean. But I haven't read anything in the last week or so, so I'm not 100% sure, but the votes are coming in. So we at the moment, it's a three-horse race at the moment. 3-horse race at the moment. So we've got the A-frame cabin. We said what order the order I think it's going to be. It's going to be very close between these two. That's on your screen right now, and then it's going to be a tight third. So there's your 4 sets. I am not going to show them off again. So we'll be moving on. Actually, I'll show them off one more time, and then I'll get the next sets up on the screen so you can see. So in the poll right now, you've got the A-frame cabin, the treehouse, ship in a bottle, motorized lighthouse. That is the poll for this. Everybody that's liked the video so far, guys, thank you very much indeed. It massively helps. Massively helps. I personally think it's going to go A-frame cabin, lighthouse, treehouse, or A-frame cabin, treehouse, lighthouse. I think, because I think the treehouse and lighthouse both look fantastic, but I think the A-frame cabin is going to take it. Now I own the treehouse and I own the A-frame cabin, but I think the A-frame cabin is just a little bit stronger. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. So, motorized lighthouse, ship in a bottle, treehouse, A-frame cabin. That is the last time you're seeing those sets. So we are now going to be moving on to the next batch of. When I say next batch, the next round. The next round is what we are going to be moving on to. So the next round, the next group that is going to be appearing is going to consist of, again, Lego Ideas stuff, because we haven't covered them enough recently, is you have got the Flintstones. That is the first contender in the next round. That is going to go up against, and it did have an opportunity yesterday. Didn't do very well, but we'll give it a second opportunity. It is Sesame Street. So up to you. One that I don't think gets enough. Is it going to pop up correctly for me? No, of course it's not. The set that I'm trying to find is a bit difficult. Why aren't? Come on, surely it would come up top. No, it doesn't even want to come up with that either. Where are we? I just have to type it in that way. This one, and then the last on the list is. So we have got Winnie the Pooh, which looks great on the box artwork. And again, it all opens up and does all those little bits and pieces. That is going up against the Sonic the Hedgehog. Again, all Lego Ideas sets. Bit of a shame that they didn't carry on with this. That was a bit of a tease. I only bought it for that one reason. Then I got really annoyed and I smashed it up. Then you've got this one. And then you've got the Flintstones. Get your votes in. Let me know what you think at the moment for the current Group 9. What's on the screen is obviously Group number 10. So, yeah, you let me know what you think is going to win, and I'll catch back up with the chat. It's close. It's the A-frame cabin, treehouse. Everything's getting a vote, which is fair. The ship in a bottle is a very good set. It's just, I think it's if the ship in a bottle went up against other Ideas sets, I think it might stood a bit more of a chance, but it is up against really strong sets in this one. So, yeah, I don't know. And I'm going to have an orange passion fruit, which I forgot to shake. That's annoying, isn't it? I should have shook that before. Is that going to go massively wrong? I think it is. Yeah, bugger. Bugger. I took the risk. I shook it. Don't know if that was the right thing to do, but I shook it. So the A-frame cabin at the moment is winning. 5 minutes left to get your votes in for that one. And I'll show you what's on the screen at the moment is the next round. So we've got the Flintstones with its cool car. Missing some minifigures, but the minifigures do look good. What is that? Fruit blend. Oh, orange passion fruit. Oh. Christ, that's not what I thought it was. Oh, it's strong. Ooh. I won't be having that again. Ugh. Right, so yeah, if you voted A-frame, let us know. I think that's starting to run away with it now. 44. Lighthouse and Treehouse, 22. Chipping and Bottles at 11. So tie break. We could actually. I think we'll have time to do a double. Yeah, that's great, Sean. What a beautiful drink that is. I've only ever had the like the black currant version. I've not ever had the orange one, and I thought it was orange. I didn't realize it was orange and passion fruit. It smells like diseases in a bottle. Oh God. Oh, it gets worse because I didn't shake it properly. It's all strong at the bottom. Oh, it's bad. Bad. Not as bad as not adding on the next level to this, though. Why do you think they did that? Why do you think they just didn't give us one a year with the current line that they've done? Surely that would have been a nice thing to do. 7 minutes in, get your votes in, guys and girls, because it is. Well, we haven't got many left now. We haven't got many left, so there's 12 in total. We've got 3 more to go. 3 more to go. So, oh, I've made a mistake. I've made a mistake. Oh dear. I put the lighthouse in twice. Yeah, I'll be chundering it up, I would imagine. Yeah. I need a Lego Ideas set quickly. Oh. That's the last round as well. I'll do a bit of research. You've got 2 minutes. 2 minutes to go. Let's have a look. Pushing my luck now with the tabs. What is deserving of entering the poll for tonight? That is because Willy Wonka was going to get the night off, but I could actually put Willy Wonka in, and if it doesn't work, I can sneak it back in tomorrow's stream. So I haven't put in. Yeah, none of them have gone in. Yeah, I don't know. That's just the current state of affairs. I'll make the mic. That tuxedo cat you couldn't get hold of, could you? You could not get hold of that at all. Maybe that should go in. Maybe the cat might make it. I don't know. We might just make Woody. I might just. I've got the Sonic set as well. I've got the Sonic set, and I was really annoyed. Ah, good call. Yeah, there we go. Pac-Man. Well done. Pac-Man's entered it. So Pac-Man has just replaced the second lighthouse that I put in by mistake. Done. 10 minutes is gone. We have a draw for second place. A-Frame Cabin won that though, so that's a clear winner. So that's nice and simple. And then we have got 2 and 2. So well, that's not a bad idea actually. I might try and oh no, it's icons. Oh balls. All right, we've got time. It's fine. Don't worry. We will we'll add something. We could do the cat, or we put Goonies in. Or not Goonies in, Wonka. We might put Wonka in it. Thinking about getting Wonka using 40 of my incitement and using the well, well, you could try. You could try. Right, we're moving in to what is on the screen right now. So next poll, quite simple. Group number losing track of the group numbers now. Group number 10. Group 10. What set do you think is best? Remember, you've got to vote for it to win. Simple and as easy as that. So we are putting up the Flintstones is going up against the 1-2-3 Sesame Street, up against Sonic the Hedgehog, and then it's going up against the Winnie the Pooh. So you've just got to pick and choose which one you think best. And I can't be bothered to type it in, so I'm literally just copying it. So at least that way you get to see it again. You coming up, Pumpkin? Come on. Good goal. The Pooh. Winnie the Pooh. Right, so group 10 of 12. Winner goes through. Get your vote in. You've got 10 minutes. Off you go. Nice and simple. So last time we are looking at these, you have got the Flintstones, which is this thing just here with the 4 minifigures included, going up against the 1-2-3 Street, going up against Sonic and his Hedgehog, going up against Pooh. Yeah. Right, there we go. So winterized A-frame cabin is really cool. It's very true Ultra Bricks. It does look very, very good indeed. I'm in the process of doing that actually at the moment. And yeah, it works. It works really, really nicely. It does work really nicely. Right, so we are now moving on. So we've got 2 rounds left. 2 rounds left. So we're doing 12 rounds this evening. Smashing it as we go, which is great. So we are now doing, this is the first set to go in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have got we are putting that up against this is the second one. So again, it's not even I've done completely different stuff for this one. So we've got Voltron going up against the Power Rangers, going up against the Goonies. So the Goonies boat is back. That did well in yesterday's top 32. It held on for as long as it could hold on for. And then the going up against this. So that's the next 4 sets. That is going to be in group number 11. So group number 10 is ticking over at the moment. Good evening to everybody in the background. Don't forget to like the video if you can. We are literally doing a top winner stays on, basically. If it wins its group, you'll see it again. The final is going to be New Year's Eve. So we've got lots and lots of sets to get through. We are literally just finding the better Lego sets. Ryan is voting for Soundwave. Yeah, Sean is currently in the process of making parts lists to exactly the same for the winterized A-frame. So with regards to what is you're voting for currently, Flintstones, Sesame Street, Sonic, Winnie the Pooh. The next lot is Voltron going up against the Goonies boat, because it's all Lego ideas stuff, going up against the Gardens, going up against a future idea set, which is this thing. So yeah, it's up to you. It's up to you what you guys think. We have 10 minutes to get your votes in for the current round, and then that one's off. And then we've got 2 more rounds, and then we are completely finished. So we are flying through this evening, which is great. So remember, we are doing 12 rounds in about 2 hours or so. So we're doing good. And then I'll try and do another stream tomorrow. Do another one on Tuesday. Try and do another one on Christmas Eve on Wednesday. And then we'll start probably doing like the runners up between then and the new year. And then all the winners from tonight will go up against the winners for tomorrow, and Tuesday will go up against Wednesday. And yeah. Well, it's gone through, hasn't it? It's official. They are making it, Sean. They are making that set, and it is coming out next year. But yeah, if you like the look of this thing, then that's what that looks like. If you like the look of this thing, that's what that looks like. I still don't know if I can make the Goonies work for Ninjago. I'm doing everything I possibly can to think of, going, ooh, could I? So I don't think it looks that tall, but it's quite long. But they could be running, battling through the cave. Then you've got this, which is beautiful because you've got all of the different elements on the inside, every single flower, all the other bits. Good minifigure selection. I've already got heartburn from that J2O as well. I only had half of it. That can stay over there. I refuse to drink any more of that. Oh, that is burning my insides so bad. Yeah. So at the moment, I think Winnie the Pooh's winning. So, well, this is very true. Well, don't vote for it then. That's because I don't think it's the better one of those four. So, but everybody's saying that the Power Rangers is the best one that's coming for next year, but I don't think it's better than anything that's going up against. So it's not. I don't think it's going to qualify. So I've just, we'll see. There might be some people that want it, but it's not going to do much, is it? Because when the big sets start to get introduced in the next couple of days, I think it will be like those memes where it just gets swept away and it's just never spoken about again. Because I think it's going to be a bit like that Fantastic Four. People look at it and go, yeah, that's it. Just look at it and go, yeah. So, yeah, next round, we've got Voltron going up with the Goonies, going up against the Gardens, going up against Power Rangers. And again, winner qualifies, winner goes through. Good evening to you, by the way, Ryan. Hopefully you are good and you've recovered from the victorious of having your sludge doing so well in the stream last night. And I do believe, there it is. There it says. We're thinking about getting Wonka using 40 of my insider points and using the ×4 points to replace the ones I mostly use. Well, give it a go. Give it a go if that's all you can do. I mean, I don't know if the set is worth actually picking up. The main person to ask is Ryan, because Ryan's the only person I know that's actually picked that set up. It's Winnie the Pooh's winning at 45, Sonic the Hedgehog's at 27, 1, 2, 3's at 18. Flintstones is taking up the rear at 9%. Again, these are the sets that are coming in on the next batch. So, yeah, that's the ones that you've got to pick from, and they'll be in the group 11. Not that it makes a difference what group it's in. Winner goes through. Second place potentially will have a second place playoff to get into the final knockouts. And then the big knockout rounds will happen on New Year's Eve. Which is great because it's just something to do, isn't it? Just something to do. But yeah, it might turn out like an absolute sack of turd, but this one. So if it's anything like this and it's the same scale, then should be, he says, hopefully all right. 8 minutes have ticked over for the poll at the moment. Winnie the Pooh is still winning. Get your votes in. Winner goes through, and it will be up against Stuff at a later date. So yeah, not long to go. We've got not long to go. We've got 2 more. So I'm going to say the sets that have already been knocked out the competition. So the sets that have gone for good for the rest of this year, at least, is the big yellow Lego truck, the red double decker, the sail barge, and the UCS Snowspeeder. The OZ Space Bus is gone, and the Rocket Launch Center from Lego City has gone. The Lego Ideas Beatles Yellow Submarine has gone. The table football has disappeared. The treehouse and the lighthouse is joint, but the ship in the bottle has gone. The office and the Lego Friends sets disappeared. The Lego City buildings, the City Tower, and the No Limit race car ramp has gone. For the big Star Wars sets, Sultan Hoth and the Cloud City has disappeared. For the minifigures, Series 16 and 23 have gone. For what we have just seen, well, that's it. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. So that's everything so far. So yeah, well, they could do Brickford. They could do. It depends if they can get the license, doesn't it? You've got 1 minute to get your votes in. 1 minute to get your votes in. And then we're voting for Voltron, Goonies, that, and that. So yeah, get your votes in. Get your votes in. That's it. Get your vote in because it means the set that you want will progress, and then you just go from there. 10-minute rounds. That's all you've got. You've got 10 minutes to get your votes in, and then what I've just shown you on the screen is going to be the next group. So group 10 has now officially finished, and with only 12 groups to do. So the winner of that one was Winnie the Pooh. So Winnie the Pooh progresses and goes through. So that's got an easy way into the sort of the knockout stages. But we have got another tie. So we have to have, which is nice and annoying. We do have opportunities though, so to sort these out. So that's fine. That's not a problem at all. Right. This is a fruity one then. So again, so we're now going to group 11. What set do you think? We have got Voltron. And that one. The one that I can't spell, which is the Gardens. So this is the second to last poll of the night. So we've got Goonies going up against Voltron, going up against the Power Rangers. So the Megazord. I put Power Rangers in case people don't know what Megazord is. Good luck. Group 11 is away. So last quick look at these, and then we'll have a look at the last group. So Voltron is on the list in group number 11. The Goonies boat is also on group number 11. The Garden, which is beautiful looking, and Power Rangers. They are all on your list. To pick from, what are you going to pick? What is going to get through? To be fair, I think it's going to be Goonies. I think a lot of people are going to vote for Goonies on this one, I think. So, I mean, I put Power Rangers in, but I think it should be Goonies of the Gardens, possibly. But yeah, so jump to 7, 6, 7. So at the moment, the Goonies and the Gardens is drawing, and Power Rangers, which we're looking at now, is beating this set. So Goonies and the Gardens are the top two sets at the moment. Get your votes in. 10 minutes. That's simple. 10-minute window, and then the last group will start. I'll get those sets up on the screen in a minute for the last 4 sets. And then, like I said, if it comes second, it does have a potential to progress back through, but it's just got to fight its way into the sort of final. Whereas if you win your group, you're basically in the final straight away. So that's not too bad. Or is in a future knockout stage, depending on how many, like I said, depending on how many live streams we can do and how many rounds we do. I'll just work it out over the next couple of days with regards to how it works. So it'll be easy enough. So last look at the current group. So the current group is Group 11: Voltron, Goonies, Gardens, Power Rangers. That is the one. That's the ones you got to pick from. I can close some of the tabs down now. I'm not showing those off again. Right, next and last is going to be the train. which did well yesterday, to be honest. But again, it hasn't got the luxury now. It's the train is going up against, where is it? This thing. So the train's going up against the Viking village, which is then going to go up against a literally just come in, is the Tuxedo Cat. And then the last set of the night is this one just here. So you have got in the group 12, you've got the train going up against Viking Village, going against the Tuxedo Cat, going up against Jaws. That is the last round. Current round at the moment, with 9 votes in. Goonies is at 56, Power Rangers at 11, The Gardens is at 33. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But that is top one's guaranteed to get progress, and then second place will have its long way round. I don't know how well Voltron sold in the past. I don't know how well the Power Rangers is going to sell, but obviously the Goonies was popular enough, and the Gardens did okay as well. I don't think they sold out though, so they were more of a it went okay. I do believe is the best way of saying it. So yeah, that's just ticking over in the background. So is everybody working tomorrow, or has people got now 2 weeks off? What's everybody doing for tomorrow? Because it's surely if you're going to be working, you might only be working Monday, Tuesday. Depending obviously if you're working in retail, then you might have to work Christmas Eve as well. Because I'm just thinking, how many Lego sets you guys and girls going to be able to do and make? And I will do a shameless plug now, because if you are into your Ninjago stuff, I have just done a video which basically what looks best. It's a right pain in the ass to put that video together as well, which is this one just here. So I'm just shoving that in the chat now. Ryan's extremely busy. Fair enough, Ryan. There we go. So I bet you're absolutely thriving this week. And Brickford's retired, living the dream. So you can't go. So you're still wrapping your presents, or did you manage to get all of those wrapped up and finished yesterday? So I've just, in the chat, I've just put in the link to the Ninjago sets if you want to see what the big ones look like with how they basically display with each other. That is completely up to you if you want to waste in this live stream finishes. But yeah, we've got through this quite quickly. Actually, this is good. So yeah, it's just if I can get a little bit quicker typing them in, it should only take about 2 hours to take. But yeah, last round is the train going up against the village, which it took a while to sell out, but I think it is going to go back up in price. Going up against the Tux Cat, which was really hard to get hold of. Going up against Jaws. Again, really nice looking sets. Really, really nice looking sets. Sean says, take Wonka with you and leave it. Well, can you imagine that? Instead of leaving coal underneath the tree, you get given the Willy Wonka set. I should get Willy Wonka as my between Christmas and New Year build. I don't think they are, because if lots of people were going to wrap up and build Willy Wonka still wouldn't be on times 4 points. So there's definitely something not clicking with that set. But I think deep down we all do quite. I want the figures 100%, but I just don't know. I just do not know. 7 minutes in, Goonies at 56, Gardens at 33, Power Rangers at 11. yeah, so Brickford said, all wrap Lego room is full of presents. Can't wait to get my room back. Yeah, I bet. Just don't trip over one of the boxes and knock a shelf. Otherwise, things will start falling over and smashing, which would suck. But yeah, last look at the sets now. And if we get time, I've got to look at Andrea's Bricklink stuff as well, because 6 Bricklink sets in a day, outrageous behaviour. Outrageous behaviour. But yeah, we've got one more round to go. So we're currently on group 11 of 12. Power Rangers is getting absolutely spanked. I think the Goonies was always going to beat Power Rangers, though. I think they could have been 100 people in the poll, and I think people that like Power Rangers and the Goonies are probably would vote for the Goonies over the Power Ranger set, maybe. Just because if it's going anything to go by the Voltron, the Goonies boat looks better than Voltron. So I can see how that's happened. But I do like the Gardens. Gardens is coming in as an honest second place at the moment. But this one I'm not 100% sure who's going to do what, because I know a lot of people like the train, and obviously I've got it beside me. I've just got to make the actual locomotive now. I've made the coal bit before. I've just got to make the locomotive, and the two carriages are on the tracks behind me. They are huge. That was just unbelievably difficult to get hold of, and the boat, again, with what we said yesterday, looks great from a display. But you can have the boat as the boat and the shark is the shark. That they've captured the wrong one, obviously. So yeah, it's whatever you think is gonna do that. Oh, we've got 1 minute to go, and then we're into the final poll of the night, and then I can just start looking at other different Lego sets and breathe for 10 minutes, and I don't have to keep talking about these sets. Less than a minute to get your votes in for Group 11. Like I said, winner has gone through. So everybody that's gone through so far, Bulldozer, the Falcon, we got the big NASA set, the old fishing store, the A-frame cabin, the Big Bang Theory, Winnie the Pooh, the Spider-Man CMF, the Ewok Village, and the Lego City Airport are all winners from tonight. And it has just been joined by the Goonies. So the Goonies has gone through. Does well in most of our polls. But when it comes up against something a bit more tough, it never does anything. The Gardens is second. And Power Rangers, well, I feel sorry for Voltron. I thought somebody would have voted for Voltron, but clearly not. Right, last poll of the night is on the way. So remember, if the bottom 2 that get kicked out will not be spoken about again for the rest of the year. What is the Viking Village? Tuxedo Cat. Jaws. Right, this is the last group. So we are Group 12. What? Go, 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 go. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. So the Orient Express, Viking Village, Tuxedo Cat, and Jaws. Get your last vote in of the evening. Willy Wonka has had the night off. I have horrific heartburn now. Like to the point of where it just is now burning my actual stomach. It hurts that much. I am never in my life going to be drinking that J2O, that flavour J2O again. What a stupid mistake that was. Right, as you guys and girls are voting for the last poll of the evening, I'm going to do a bit of Ninjago because I can. I'm just going to do a little bit of Ninjago stuff. Just see. Oh, actually, no. I want to look at the newer. So that new dragon I want to take a look at. This thing. So this is now I've realised what they're doing. this was a must because it's the Source Dragons is just like a source of power, and then you've got this one, and then you've got another one that's further down, which both need to be bought. So yeah, I've got some shopping that I need to do. The poll is on, so we are 8 votes in. Orient Express, Viking Village is taking and Jaws. Ooh, okay. So again, winner goes through. Simple as that. What is going to make it through to the next round? So Viking Village, I think it's Dark Horse. I think with regards to how nice it all looks, it has the opportunity just to get through. This is literally what I'm doing is like the FA Cup. That's if you know what I'm talking about in the UK and how the FA Cup works. You've got sort of the outsiders at the start, and doing that top 32 yesterday, I know what the better sets are. I'll introduce them later on, and then potentially the Tuxedo Cat might come up against Rivendell. That'd be close, wouldn't it? So the Tuxedo, no love at the moment. Jaws is ticking over nicely as well. And then you've got the big old train, which I'll get back to and just show it back off again to keep it fair because it's so split on this one. I better flop this back up on the screen. Oh. So who is going to win the last poll of the night? Simple as that. It is the Sweet FA Cup. We know what we're talking about. So that's why Ryan Willy Wonka wasn't in this evening, because the set is too much of a bigger player. Because if I put Willy Wonka in this, for example, it would have won. So it's just not fair on the other sets, because Willy Wonka needs to give these other sets an opportunity. That's why I did the city vehicles as a 4, and it was actually amazing how the voting went for that, because nobody voted for the long Lego truck. And the same thing with the other Lego City sets. It was literally the Seaside Harbour and the airport got all of the votes. The other two didn't get a single vote in. So what they're going to go up against next is obviously going to be something completely different. But as you progress through, you're going to get put into harder and harder groups. You're going to get put into harder and harder groups. But yeah, this is tough because the train's beautiful and the Jaws set is great. The Viking Village looks good and the Tuxedo Cat looks nice as a display piece. And it is a 3-way tie at the moment. So there's people jumping in. Feel free to vote, guys and girls, because we need you for this one. Because it can't finish as a 3-horse race. I mean, it could finish as a 3-horse race. I don't particularly want it to finish as a 3-horse race because that'd be more difficult to do. But here we go. Now it's changing. Okay. So yeah, so Jaws, Tuxedo, Viking Village, and the Express. It's going to be close. I think it's going to be close. This is one of the closer groups. Not saying it's weaker sets, but you can see what I've tried to do. And I have kept all Ninjago sets away at the moment. I've kept all Lord of the Rings sets away. There's been no Marvel interference either. They've all got to come. So they will be appearing either tomorrow or Tuesday. Because say, for example, if I put the Daily Bugle up against Avengers Tower, up against the X-Men Mansion, up against, that kind of thing, it's 2 have gone straight away, haven't they? So I did get told by Shibo himself before the live stream start that me putting 3 Lord of the Rings sets together was absolutely criminal and it should not have happened for the top 32. But then Rivendell did make its way all the way to the final. So take time. Good evening to you. I like the Viking Village alternate build. I brought 2 sets when they were on sale before the Insiders weekend. Yeah. So there's lots of stuff you can do with the actual, obviously, the sets itself as well. It's just having the funds to do it and people realizing probably a little bit too late that there is lots of stuff that you can do. But this is the final group of this evening. We've got 12 winners that are going to progress into the next round. It's an FA Cup style. That's basically what I'm doing. I'm introducing the bigger sets later on. We will probably do another 12 rounds at least. If I can do another 12 rounds after that, that would be amazing, because that'd be 36 times 4. So you can then start mathematically working out how many we then start to come back down all the way to the end, and it's just a fair representation of what it is, because the winner, then you can say, well, it went up against like another 150 sets or whatever it will be. So yeah, we'll see what we can do. But you have only got 4 minutes left. At the moment, the train is winning. Train is at 40, Viking Ridge at 30, Jaws is at 30. Of course, if people are watching, because I was figuring this out yesterday, if people are watching this but you can't vote, it's because they haven't got they're not signed in on YouTube. So we can see that they're watching and they can hear us. We can't actually see who they are, but they can't take part in the poll. So potentially that's why there were so many people in last night, but the poll just got stuck for a while. Or I think a lot of people fell asleep because we went on for so long. So yeah, you've got to be signed in basically to be able to vote. So the Tuxedo Cat, the one that is on back order, is not getting any attention whatsoever. In a few minutes, we are done and we'll start to wrap up the stream. So yeah, 2.5 hours to do all of that. So yeah, that's good. That's not too bad. So if I do, it'd be 8 till 10:30 tomorrow if I can do it. And the same thing, I might do it a little bit earlier on the Wednesday, obviously, on the Tuesday, and on the Wednesday, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I might not have time to every single night. It's just a bit of fun. It's everything between now and New Year's Eve. So this is something really to do between Christmas and New Year, isn't it? So as long as you guys can go to wrap your sets up and you've got, done all the bits and pieces that you need to do, then that's good. But yeah, the votes are ticking over okay. I've just now, for me, I've built from where he stood. And that's actually those 3 wheels. That's quite a big bit, but I've got to build this. That's my next bit that I need to do. So because I can actually do the polls while doing a live stream build at the same time. Because I can literally just put the set names up and be like, good luck, carry on. And I can show you the instructions. We can do it differently. But yeah, you've got this going up against this going up against this for the 12th group of the evening, and it is the last one. The last one. So you got 2 minutes and we're done. And if you've liked the video, guys and girls, thank you very much indeed, because it helps. It does help. So massively appreciate it. Of course, again, I've said this at the very, very start. If you're watching this on the replay, let me know what you would have voted for the last 11 groups before this. We've lost some big sets already because obviously the winner is direct through. Second place it'd be lucky dip, because the second place there'd be no sympathy for whatsoever. So say, for example, you might have like, what could we be looking at? You might have a Lego City Seaside Harbour would be going up against the Razor Quest, for example. So it could be brutal for the second place playoffs. Whereas if you've won, you don't have that problem. But we've got 1 minute to go. This is the last poll of the evening, and then we'll start to wrap everything up. Is there going to be one more vote, or has the train done it? Has the train done it? We're going to have a joint first, or we're going to have a tie for second. I've got my eyes on the poll now. I'm not looking at anything else. It's like, is it going to change? Done. Did we get the voting in the last second? No. So the train has taken it. And then joint second for those two. And I can figure that out later on, because I might just add them into random groups again as a second chance. Right, guys, that is it for the polls. We're done for the polls. Is there anything that you guys and girls want to look at? Because I was going to wrap it up now, because I think some people have got work tomorrow, and obviously it is what it is with it being a Sunday. But I did want to quickly look at the Ninjago stuff, which is going to be painful. What, look at that for a spelling? No in Jago. Fantastic. So I know what. So it's a Dragon of Life, but it's the other one. I want to make sure they've still got the other one in, which is the Art of Focus. So The Master Dragon is the trainer, I do believe. So I'm going to have her. The Thunderfang is very important, so I need Thunderfang as well. He's an awful villain. He gets killed off, goes to the afterlife, eats everybody's soul, and refuses to go to the last dimension. It's like, what is that all about? So he's awful. The Thunderfang. He's a hell of a character. But yeah, I prefer his sort of deceased colours as well. It's like a really interesting, like translucent. Ah, there it is. So it's on back order, but it is still available. It's not retiring. I've seen that in this sale though, so we should be good. So that's the one I do need. So we should be all right with that. We should be all right with that because they're about to summon that in there. Yeah, no room in Jago. That's exactly what this absolute moron has spelled. Right, guys, I'm done. I'll let you say goodbye to each other. That is 16 groups complete for night number 1. So this is just the group stage. We've got another 12 groups to get through on the next night as well, and then hopefully another 12. So we can get, if we can get 36 groups done, then we've got a huge amount of sets nailed. And then will the final still be the same final? Will we still have the same final 3 or 4? Because, well, Stranger Things, what was it? Stranger Things, Lion Knight's Castle, Ninjago City, and Rivendell. How will they progress between when they get voted for and New Year's Eve? Because that's the point of this. We are doing a huge knockout competition. But I'll let you guys go say goodbye to each other because that is it, and I am done. If you could like the video, guys, that'd be fantastic. Leave a comment in the comment section of the video as well for what you voted for, because YouTube loves that kind of thing as well. So otherwise, they think it's just, well, I don't know what they think, but it is. It's just one of those things. But I'll say goodbye to you all now. Take care all. And hopefully you've enjoyed that. So a quick recap of the winners. We've had Lego City Bulldozer, the UCS Falcon, the big NASA the Lego Icons set, the Old Fishing Store, the A-Frame Cabin, the Big Bang Theory, the Orient Express, the Goonies, Winnie the Pooh, the Spider-Man CMF Wave, the Ewok Village, and the Lego City Airport are all guaranteed next round places. We'll see what we're doing for group number 2 though. Right, guys, take care. Enjoy the rest of your evening, everybody, and have a good day tomorrow. Bye, bye, bye.